Hi everyone, good morning. For today's video, I'm gonna share with you the recent makeup stuff that I bought from Chanel Beauty. I actually shared with you the first part. This is my second purchase, which is a part of the Mermaid collection from this year and blush from last year or the holidays collection. I'm not wearing any makeup on, so to start, let's wear this Rouge Duo Forever Couture Forever Wild. This is of course obviously not from Chanel, but let's use this. I already showed this to you. This is my very first bullet lipstick that is transfer proof and long lasting. It's brown. I hope it would look well with the look that I'm aiming for today, but let's see. I already tried and tested this too many times, and I must say that compared to NARS bullet lipstick, this is more non-drying and it smells really good compared to NARS, though in terms of grams this is also bigger and of course more expensive. The formula is okay, it's just that for its price I'm expecting more, since NARS is already, doing good for half its price. So instead of buying a lot from NARS, I bought a lot. Oh, instead of buying a lot from Dio, I bought a lot from NARS instead, since I love the idea of having a bullet lipstick that is transfer proof and waterproof and long lasting. But I must admit that formula wise, Dior is really better. Especially when it doesn't crack like the one that I showed you last time. It doesn't crack compared to NARS version. I'm so excited to do this video and review because this is my very first time to have Chanel eyeshadow. I had like 15 Dior eyeshadows and they were so expensive, and I gave them all away to a follower. And I must say that I stopped hoarding Dior eyeshadows, and at the same time, I really regret buying Dior or a lot of Dior eyeshadows because they are not long lasting and the formula really sucks. It's not long lasting. The staying power is so weak compared to Pat McGrath's and ABH eyeshadow or even Too Faced eyeshadow. So this is how it looks like. It's from Rivage. Am I saying it right? From the latest collection. Again, I like what I said. It has a cover. I'm a mermaid fan, so when it comes to these kinds of colors, I would really, love to have it. Of course, the usual cover. These are the colors. They are all natural shades and basically matte and more on highlighter, and then there are two free brushes included, but I'm not gonna use those. Oh, let's try to use it as well just to be sure also. And yeah, I noticed that it is way more lightweight compared to Dior's eyeshadow and compared to their highlighters and their blushes. So I guess in terms of grams, it says here it's 2 grams. Oh, maybe that's why. And the other blushes are around 11 grams or more. So maybe that's why. So I guess it doesn't have a lot, inside. So yeah, let's see. Okay, let's try to use this small brush. How about let's dab this shade. What's the name of this shade? Medium, dark, clear. Oops. Okay. Honestly, I don't want to use it, and I don't want to scratch my eyeshadow, but let's just do this. I think I already erased the C here. This is the eyeshadow. Oh, wow. Surprisingly, it's very pigmented. I am so shocked. Electric blue, but lighter and kinda neon-y. you know, it's like a blue, neon blue, with a shift of silver. Let's use a brush and see if it differs in terms of application. Let's use it on the other side. I think this is the first time that I'm applying eyeshadow here on TikTok, or actually basically everywhere. I haven't posted, an eyeshadow look ever. So I'm putting the blue eyeshadow underneath just so it would be seen, or there's a pop of color in the middle of my eye, simply because the other colors are very basic or very natural looking, so it won't be helpful if I use those color here in the middle of my eyes. Okay. Definitely, the brush is better. Why? Because you're gonna get more colors, or you're gonna pick up more product and apply more compared to this small brush. Some products will go here in the brush, and sayang naman, I guess that. But basically, in terms of application, yeah, a brush would be better. Now let's use the other side of the brush. Maybe we're running out of time. Use this dark side. Wala na, I'm gonna scratch it already. Okay, not sure. I hope it's okay. It's gonna be a good. I hope it would be seen since it's the same color as my eye. Yeah, do you see it? Because the problem is that Chanel is known for subtle looks. And imagine I actually stopped buying, or I actually gave away all my Dior eyeshadows because, not just because they're subtle, actually the colors seem to pop and seem to be pigmented, but they don't last longer. Like when you were sweating, or when you get busy, or it's more like I thought because it's branded, it's a luxury brand, it would work well, but it didn't, or it doesn't. Okay, so basically the brown is adding like a shift, or trying to mute the blue shade for this look. So it's like minimizing the color that I already applied. I'm trying to see if meron pang naiwan dun sa brush, and wala nang naiwan, which means maganda din kasi nasisimot talaga nung brush yung eyeshadow. And I'm trying to, check here if mataas ba yung kanyang, not really fall out, yung every time you stroke the brush, is kung marami bang nawawalang product or napupunta sa gilid. May term doon, I forgot the term na, but hindi naman ganun karami yung natatanggal na product. And so far, in terms of pag-waste ng product, is hindi ganun kalaki. So in terms of colors at the moment, I must say that I'm really impressed with this blue. Very pigmented, mas madaling kumapit sa balat, and so far okay siya for me, walang fallout. This brown, on the other hand, because it's very natural in color, parehong-pareho siya halos ng kulay ko, hindi ko siya masyadong makita or ma-appreciate. Pero I do see it like in the mirror. Ayan, pero hindi niyo siya makikita masyado. Pero eto siya. Okay, now let's see naman this parang golden brown. I'm not sure where to put it though. I'm thinking if I should put it here na lang siguro. Hindi naman siya perfect to use as a highlighter. But let's see. I'm not sure if you will appreciate it that well. But okay, it's not subtle. Definitely it's not subtle, and you won't see it nga kasi nga parang golden brown siya. And I'm sorry for the bad lighting, especially when hindi naman ako expert or professional. I'm sorry. I just want to share this with you. But the formula is really buttery compared to Dior. It's incomparable, honestly. I mean, kasi yung Dior, matigas, na parang baked yung kanyang eyeshadow. And then, whenever you swipe the brush dun sa kanya, Oo, ang dami, maliban sa maraming natatanggal na product sa gilid, ay ganyan siya, yung ang daming napupuntang product dito sa gilid niya, to sa pan, whenever you swipe it. Ito hindi masyado sa Chanel, and also napupunta talaga lahat dun sa skin. Hindi siya aksayado na ang daming fallout, which is something that I don't like from Dior. But then again those are old eyeshadows, those are old formulas na. But still, they're very expensive, like around almost 5,000 already. Okay, so tapos na tayo doon. Try natin ilagay itong white. Kakamayin ko lang siya kasi I'm not impressed with the brush. Ito itsura niya. Lagyan natin siya dito. Kasi medyo madaya yung medyo madaya yung filter. Ayan, ay wow. Uy, ang ganda. Ang ganda niya sa in person. Nice. Nakikita nyo yung, ayan o. Kaya ako siya binili, kahit na ang dami-dami ko ng mga eyeshadow. Maliban sa gusto ko sana na may, dito natin ilagay na may bit-bit akong, gusto ko din naman sana magkaroon ng Chanel eyeshadow. And also gusto ko rin na may bit-bit ako eyeshadow na maliliit pag nagta-travel. Because nga sobrang ganda talaga ng Chanel highlighters. I already had a hint na when the eyeshadow formula is more on glittery or more on not really that matte, mga ganun, yung mga parang ganito na satiny ganun, hindi siya matte. I think it would look good na because nga their highlighters is are really good, and true enough, ganun nga. I must say that there's a tendency for it to look a bit subtle, and yes, again, if compared maybe to other eyeshadows, it is not as pigmented. I'm not sure about the longevity though. We will see ngayon pa lang. But so far I'm impressed. I'm not sure if you're seeing what I'm seeing. Let's try to change the filter. I think this would work well. Ito yung kanina palang pinili ko. So, ayan, meron siyang brown here. And then on the top, ayan, nakikita niyo yung parang glitter here. And then may glitter here. And then, ito na yung white. Then I put a white here. In person, it is subtle and just classic, that classic look. Okay, let's try out the other blush that I have. It's actually the second shade. Last time napakita ko na sa inyo yung isang shade which is Rose Polaire. This is another Le Beige blush in a different shade, mauve glaze. And the cover, and this I'm just a sucker for Le Beige packaging. I love them so much, and Le Beige is more like a very hydrating, their formula is very hydrating. So again, the brush, and of course mirror, and the mauve glaze blush. So there are tiny sparkles of gold. Do you see it? Of course you don't, but yeah, I have to scrape it now because I want to try it out. This is the first time I'm gonna try it out. I'll just watch it for you guys. So goodbye, beautiful print. I'm quite afraid of the color because it seems dark, and like what I mentioned before, other influencers aren't impressed with the formula because you need to build more for you to see pigment. So for someone who's patient and again so used to Le Beige formula, I'm okay with that idea. I just want to understand, or I just want to see if Rose Polaire and this shade mauve glaze actually look different. Because what if they don't? Because sometimes I have a feeling that all blushes look the same, but then I have I'm colorblind, quite colorblind, so maybe I won't see it. Okay, I see it now. All right, so the Rose Polaire is lighter and it has a cool undertone, and it is less pigmented than this one. This one is easily seen and definitely has a pop of red, like a red brown color with a warm undertone. It's like a red purple brown, mauve, like a red mauve. See that? See at the side? Oh, okay. Whoa. Okay, so maybe this is why others don't like the Rose Polaire, because Rose Polaire is, aside from the fact that if you're too, if your color is warm, maybe it might not look good on you because it has a cool undertone, it has a cool base, and it's so hard for it to be, you know, seen easily. Whereas this one would look well with those who have warm undertone. But then again, it depends on you because you can actually build it up and you can see more color depending on how you build it. I guess the trick here is to use the brush that's included in the packaging, and as you can see there's pigment, and oh my gosh, this is crazy. I think I overdid it, guys. I think this is my most pigmented Chanel blush. I have like 4 or 5 already, and I think this is the most pigmented I have. And yeah, there is definitely, or there are glitters for sure, but not, you know, like sparkly glitters, more like hint of glitters. And the color, or it tends to look patchy if you don't build it well, so build it well, you guys. The last makeup that I'm gonna try out is this Balm Essential. This is Mermaid Glow, a part of their makeup or their mermaid collection. This is the 4th shade that I have. I have Pearlescent, which is white, the Sculpting, which is kind of gold, and then the Lilac, which is purple, and then this one is pink, which is Mermaid Glow. So it is just like Too Faced highlighter stick that they released sometime around 2018, 2017. It is just a regular Chanel stick, and it has gold sparkles in it. Can you see it? And it definitely is like a glossy in formula and texture. There, no scent at all, but it is not heavy on the skin. It is sticky, but not too sticky that it's icky. So there's a tendency for you to erase your makeup, so your makeup won't, you know, move. Now, the perfect way to use it is to get some product from the balm and then gently pat it on your skin. Now, question, what's the difference of this balm, or in using this balm, and a regular highlighter? Well, number one is that it gives you that, look at that, it's pink and gold. It gives you that glow from within look, see? It adds a dimension to your look. Second, you know that Korean look wherein you look really wet and still glowing? That's what it gives. But still, be very careful, because if you're in a very humid and hot country, the tendency is that you look a bit sweaty and dirty instead of looking like you're glowing and wet. But yeah, that's the number one agenda, to look like the Koreans who actually, you know, there, do you see it? To look like you're glowing from within without looking like you actually, you know, took a bath full of glitters. Every time you get some products from the balm, see, there are actually a bit of shade. There's actually a bit of pigment and some glitters, but they're very, very tiny, you know? And here, in person, it looks like I'm wet. Oh, I'm wet. I'm glowing with a hint of sparkles. There. And it doesn't feel sticky or heavy on the skin, not unless maybe you put a lot of makeup. But I haven't experienced it from this balm. And also you can put it on your collarbone, like if you don't have makeup. There, see? Ooh. Wow. See that? Now, the second agenda of applying a balm, or this balm, is to use it as a base or a primer for your highlighter, and then use the second highlighter or a powder highlighter to, you know, use it, like, add a dimension for your look. And it will look like you have a dimension, your face is dimension. It's like a 2D highlighter look for you. Last 2 products that I'm going to share with you. My Coco Mademoiselle body spray, the first ever Coco Mademoiselle perfume that I have, because I only have oils. But this is my second body spray. I shared with you my body spray video before, and it was like a complete joke. But yeah, I love the Chanel version. The only problem or difference, I guess, of the N5 and this Coco Mademoiselle is that this one is not as plasticky as N5. This one is more like still metal. The cap is metal-like, or at least a thin metal, whereas the N5 is quite plasticky and more lighter compared to Coco Mademoiselle. Of course, since this is a body spray, I believe this is water-based, so it doesn't last long, but it feels lighter on the skin, and I also use it or apply it on my hair, and it's not as strong as the regular perfumes. So let's try it out. This is like not my first time to spray it because I can't help it, but where will I spray it? Ooh, love it. I just prefer the Coco Noir though. Oh. Ooh, I just love it. And I love that these body sprays have plastics in their packaging. That's why I'm not paranoid if they're used or not, because you can really see if they're used or whatsoever or opened. But yeah, before I leave you guys, I just want to show you something. Like what I said earlier, this Dior lipstick is actually waterproof, transfer proof, and long wearing. So I'm gonna drink something and I'll share or show you if it actually transferred or not. Nothing. Lipstick is still here, and nothing on my teeth as well. Thanks for joining me for today's video. Just a reminder to always be patient and just trust God and His plans for us. He knows what's best. We're always used to think that we should know what's next for us to trust someone, and we should know if the next step is perfect for us. But faith is knowing that we can trust God completely because He loves us that much. He gave His life for us. I hope you join me on the next video. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a good weekend and enjoy, guys. Bye.